Pete and Gummers. Pete and Gummers. Pete, oh, that was on time too, buddy. Good job. Shut the fuck up now. Yeah, I've already got it recording. So, huh? You got your mic turned on? Because I don't hear you. It's not.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Of course you do. You don't hear yourself in the headphone?
I didn't. Now I do. I'm looking good. Feeling good.
Smell good?
I wouldn't go that far.
Am I in frame? I feel like I'm really far down the table.
I mean, we can move it if you want to. Hey, grab that handle and turn it towards him just a hair. A little bit more. No, like enough. Like you ain't gonna. There you go.
We good?
That's good right there.
Hell yeah, you and camera, bro. We got the GoPro? No, what are these?
We each have our own camera.
Yeah, I got one right here. Hey, everybody.
Oh shit, we thugging out.
Yeah.
Here, look.
And he's got the hotkeys, so we can switch back and forth.
I'll show you what.
Oh shit, here we are, baby.
Looking at. And then we've got, so I can show the main screen that we're looking at, and all three of us. I got just your beautiful ass.
Boom. I heard it coming out.
I got my ugly ass. And then I got this beautiful son of a bitch here.
The bearded beast.
So, trying to do things a little different.
Hell yeah.
You know.
Hey,
and
we also should show Chris kind of what we were fucking with last night when we think about it.
The pieces that we cut up.
Yeah, and just see what he thinks.
And how fucking crazy it was to do.
It took
us
a
lot of effort.
It was so much.
Yeah, but now we kind of figured it out. So next time we're going to be able to move a lot faster.
I'll just show up and let y'all do y'all's thing then. I don't participate in foolishness.
You are a fool.
I'm in one tonight, baby. Let's roll.
Yeah?
I'm
you feeling
excited.
it?
Hey.
What? Where are you coming from?
Coming from the Theo Von show. It was, I ain't gonna talk shit about Theo, but it was less than exciting.
Oh, that sucks.
It was a good show. I mean, he just did a lot of shit that I've seen before. So it just was like...
Is that his fault or is that
No,
your fault for sucking his dick all the time?
I've never blown him, but I imagine he tastes like red beans and rice. But it's just because I listen to his podcast too much. Like, I'm everything he's on, I listen to. And so, like, not necessarily hearing these shows on... Oh, that table's good. You can throw it back now.
I told you waxed that bitch.
I don't know if it's because, like, I watched all his specials. I've heard all his albums. And I listen to his podcast.
And you got his haircut.
First of all, in the words of Theo Von, this is a gender-neutral haircut.
Yeah.
And I'm just doing my best out here.
Are you a hat guy? I see you're wearing one. But
Yeah, I'm always wearing a hat. I used to be big into the fitted hats, but then I decided, you know what? I'm going to go a little wider on this and decided to go snapback. But I'm always wearing a different hat.
Man, I quit wearing hats in high school.
Why, were you scared? You scared the hair's going to go?
No, I mean...
You got a nice set of hair on you.
It ain't going nowhere.
Nick's hair's going bad.
No, it's been the same ever since, bro.
Whoa,
Why are you going to fucking come at me, son?
So one night we're all chilling at Nick's house, and we're talking about my buddy who just got hair plugs. Shout out, you know who you are. And
I don't.
You don't know? It might start with a J and end with Old Primrose.
Oh, no. And you're going to ask him to come on this motherfucker?
No, he will. He's cool about his hair plug situation.
I'll edit this.
Will he plug the hair plug people?
Maybe. They're not fully grown in yet, but they're doing good. I like how we're just watching Nate play golf at this point.
Y'all are. I'm still over here trying to fucking process this shit, change camera to camera.
So we're talking about Joel's hair plugs, and there's like 5 or 6 of us. And I go, Nick, you should get hair plugs. And Nick lost his fucking shit. And he was like, what the fuck, dude? My hair's okay. And like he got real hurt about it. And I was like, oh, I touched him in a place. So someone's a little worried.
Well, I'll pull the hat off in a minute.
I wouldn't.
I saw you pulled your hat off yesterday when you were over here, and it's just wild.
Yes,
it didn't look like it was going anywhere. But
yeah.
No, this shit right here is thick.
I got some thick
as cold peanut butter, baby.
Cold peanut butter. I'm trying to stick my dick in that. Let's censor that out too. Cut that. Mark that in the point.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Y'all ready to catch this flu, baby?
Man, I ain't getting
I
that,
forgot
man.
you had COVID.
Yeah, it's either COVID or AIDS. I haven't decided yet.
Full-blown.
Full-blown COVID or full-blown AIDS?
You've got AIDS. Oh, you've got AIDS. Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS.
I can't wait to get AIDS. I'm going to lose so much weight. God, I'm going to look thin.
I've told you how to lose weight.
I know the recipe.
Ecstasy, Lortabs, and alcohol.
Alcohol's not the key.
It helps.
I don't think so.
It didn't help him.
I'm a beer guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not like I want to drink for flavor. I don't want to just drink to be drunk. Like, it's cool being drunk.
Speaking of alcohol. We were talking about this last time.
Did you bring it?
We were talking about like wines and different things like that. So yeah, I have something. I didn't pull it out. I waited. So we sat here for 2 hours.
You've been here since 9 or
I've been here at
9.
9.
Yeah, you got here at 9.
It's
9,
fucking
10.
what?
11:30.
Till midnight.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, we've been here for 3 hours shooting this shit.
11:51.
And I am the worst gift giver. Okay, so like if I have something that I'm going to give somebody, I want to do it immediately. It took everything in me not to bust this thing out so I could start being like, yeah, check it out, because I wanted the element while we were doing this.
Yeah.
You and me are the same, because that's the way I am. I'll get a Christmas gift and I'm like, let me just give it to you now.
Yeah. I'm the
like,
same exact
She's like,
way.
it's November 3rd. I'm like, all right, but I'll get.
First of all, no
else.
one's believing you bought it that soon.
Oh, I used
You're a
I
good
used to
gifter?
be a December 24th SOB.
Yeah.
And then I had kids and
No, you can't do that with
moved
kids.
past that. So
Yeah, you can't do it
when I
with
see
kids.
something for her, I buy it, and I
Yeah.
either give it to her right then, or I'm like, all right, I'll hold it for Christmas, and then I end up giving it to her.
Yeah,
Our
like a month.
Christmas they're always in a sense ruined because we give our gift. She's the same way. We give our gifts before Christmas, and so on Christmas Day,
Y'all are just chilling in y'all's pajamas, looking
Yeah.
cute.
Well, she got me this year. She said, we're not doing anything. I don't want you to get me anything.
Gotcha.
We didn't do anything for our anniversary.
Yeah.
She was like, we want to go to Vegas at the end of the
Yeah.
year. She was like, that's what we'll do. But don't get me anything. And I was like, all right, that's fine. So I didn't get her anything. And lo and behold, there's 2 things for me under the tree. I'm like, you?
Even if it's something stupid like a t-shirt and underwear, you're like, come on,
Well,
babe.
one year I got her a bidet, and everybody made fun of me because I got her a bidet. Like her mom, her
That's a
sister.
gift for both of y'all.
Oh my God! Everybody was like, "Well, you fool!" And I was like, "Y'all just don't understand. We will have the cleanest asses in town. You just
Yeah.
don't get it." And
I'm about to go down on you now.
she told me that she was like, "It's kind of a silly gift," and I was like, "You got me a pillowcase with your face on it. Yeah, I have a pillowcase with my wife on it."
That's
so I
amazing.
wake up and I'm like, "Holy shit!
Holy shit, I thought you
Holy
were
shit! She's right there too."
she's always with me.
Closest,
Everywhere.
It's the closest you got to a threesome with her. Just hear the pillow.
Pretty much. Yeah. So,
That's
all right.
awesome.
Let's break out these gifts.
What did you bring?
So we were talking about wine. I brought this. It's called. I'm going to mispronounce it terribly, but the type of wine is a Brunello di Montalcino.
That was beautiful. I believe you.
I think I did that right.
Oh,
and
good.
so yeah, Brunello. This is the 2016. I'm not going to try to pronounce the
Do
words down here.
Do it.
Is-evil.
Oh, shit.
No, I can't.
Do it, man.
I can't do it.
Why?
Vindimania. Vindima. I don't know.
What country is that? Jesus Christ.
So Brunellos are all from Italy, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Oh, so all you got to do is this whenever you're trying to say it. Just go.
Brunello di Montalcino.
Sounds like you nailed it, my friend.
Yeah, it's all from Italy. So these are very generally earthy wines. If anybody that ends up being a wine drinker is like, this guy, what the fuck he's talking about? But I think I know what I'm talking about. So
I think we have a big
I brought
fan base
this.
of wine guys.
Now, this is not what I had to pull this out of our wine cabinet. I really wanted to bring the Châteauneuf du Pape, but I didn't bring that one. That's the one that you can tell when you drink it directly out of the bottle. You're like, oof, and then you put it in the decanter,
Right.
And it makes it so much different and better. But still, I figure we can pop this and at least take a taste of it. I
Are there
definitely
wine
don't want
glasses?
to drink this whole fucking bottle.
Yeah, no, there ain't no way. What do we need?
So we do need 2 glasses. Like wine glasses, yeah, you could. It doesn't really matter. But
Well, I do have 2 clean glasses right there.
so what the red cups? Because I spit in one of those last time.
No, that one you spit in last time was actually outside. So,
Okay.
no, I'm talking about 2 glasses.
I like how he's like, don't
You
worry, we're
drank-
watching. He's like, I just threw it
You
away.
drank out of one of those glasses, the one that's upright.
the Scotch.
Yeah, and the other 2 are still clean.
Okay.
So, or I can run in and get us something. I do not have any wine glasses here.
I say the red cups are
I
perfect.
should have brought
Yeah.
wine glasses.
You brought the decanter.
Yeah. So we're gonna try that out too.
Like
Yeah.
I said last time, he couldn't find the.
Can't find
I
it.
fucking fucked it up.
Yeah, man. If those are clean, then cool.
Yeah.
That's totally cool.
All right, guys, this is the portion where I test my sobriety, my will and power. Just kidding, I don't like wine.
Isn't that?
That looks like a smoking device.
But it's a butt plug. 100%.
It's pretty wide. Most of them, I mean, they have like a needle nose going in. You can't just fucking shove a brick in there.
Well, I mean, depending on how popular you were in high school.
She
Oof.
could take that.
Who?
She, her.
Yikes.
Yeah, I remember.
Shout out our lovely her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're staying. It should. They can take that. There you go. That's the proper way to talk about people now.
Tristan's got a new joke about that.
Is he good?
Fire. I cannot wait to hear it on stage.
Let me see if
there's a show tomorrow night, and it's not any of the locals, right?
No locals, man. A couple guys off the top of my head. I know Tegan Dodson. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I've never met any of these guys but one in person. So
you know what I'll do? I'll put the thing up right there again.
Hell yeah. So we got Tyler Elliott. I think he's going to be headlining. Like I said, I won't really know what's going on until everybody gets there tomorrow. Jason McAdam, I've seen him once at our first local comedy show that Glenn had at Missing Link, and he made me giggle, so he is on the list. James McLeod, seen him a handful of times. He's a really funny dude, big guy like me. I like him around because Glenn likes to roast him for being fat rather than me, so that's always
funny.
fun.
Glenn's roasting people for being fat.
Me and Glenn the other day, so like I said, Glenn's one of my customers. And so I get there, and he's like, "What's up, you fat fuck?" And I was like, "All right, buddy, let's hop on the scale right now." Sure enough, me and him walked in. Dude, that son of a bitch weighed 2 pounds less than me.
Nice.
And I was like,
Good
"How do you
job,
feel
Glenn.
about yourself, buddy?"
Good job,
Tegan Dodson, this son of a bitch didn't give me any description. I like to post all the guys the week of the show as the days go on, kind of give everybody like, "Hey, this is who you're going to see. This is what they're about." He goes, "I don't know anything interesting. I mean, I'm from Iowa. And I'm a military vet." And I'm like, "Okay."
Who said this?
This is Tegan. Is it Tegan or Tegan?
Tegan.
I don't know.
It's an A. It's Tegan.
So
I
Tegan.
think I'm from Iowa.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm from Iowa and I'm a vet." And I'm like, "Okay." I had to interview, and I'm like, "I just wanted you to tell me stuff." Sorry, Tegan. I'm gonna enjoy tomorrow either way. But
are any of these guys? They're only gonna be here tonight. Tomorrow, right?
Yeah, they're all gonna be here tomorrow.
And then they're going back. They're only from Tyler.
Yeah. It's a quick drive back.
Are we doing anything with them tomorrow night here?
It would be cool if we could.
I'll talk to them all.
Yeah.
What time do you get off work? I'll be home with the kids all day, so if it depends on their work schedule, kind of thing. So
your kids' work schedule?
Their work schedule, yeah, my kids.
Yeah,
dude, you got to get these kids working, sweatshops, whatever. I told you I'm making shirts. So Tegan, he sends me that, and I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? And I was like, how long have you been doing comedy? He said 4 years. So his bio that I posted was, this 65-year-old white male has been doing comedy for 4 years, and so it should be good. This man is maybe in his 20s, and I just called him a 65-year-old white man.
Just because he didn't give you anything?
He didn't give me nothing, so that's what he gets. And I'm really excited about PJ Dullard. So I talked to Jason. He's the one I hit up at first, and I was like, hey, I'm finally ready to do the Texas Tiki Takeover. I was like, I want you to get me a list of people. So, hey, Texas Comics, if you're looking at the list and you ain't on it, don't come at me. I'll get you on soon, though. But so he sent me this list, and I go, what about PJ? I saw PJ at LOL one night. Nick, you remember this guy, right? He was wearing the Peaky Blinders type hat. Oh, middle-aged white guy. I say middle-aged. He's probably like 25. Divorced guy.
I don't remember this.
He had 5 minutes. Wasn't real tight, but that's okay. This was his third time on stage, and he did great. And I said, hey, let's exchange numbers. I want to put you on a show. So I asked Jason, I was like, hey, what about PJ? And he was like, hey, he's kind of new. And I was like, that's okay. And he was like, yeah, I think it'd be fun to give him 5. So I told him the price. This is what you get paid for this amount of time. So if y'all are cool with that, come on. If not, I'll figure something else out. And he was like, no, we can all work with that. So PJ, hopefully he catches a ride because he's going to lose money coming to the show if not. But, I pay him what I can. Like I said, guys, I don't take any money home from these shows, only the open mic. So
let's see what's up.
First test.
So generally, it's not going to be the best straight out the bottle. And the reason that we're doing it like this is because I want you to taste the difference and you go, I don't like that. And then I'm going to put it in this. And we're going to let it sit here for like 30 minutes. And we're going to try it again.
Yeah, and I've already got an idea in my head that I'm not, because I've never liked wine.
It's not good.
I ate a lamb chop one time that was drowned in red wine.
Was it gross?
It was fucking terrible.
I don't think I've ever had a lamb chop.
That's pretty good. It's going to be really good out of that decanter. So it's not very fruity.
It's not very fruity. It's very flat.
Yep. That's what I like.
Yeah, it tastes very flat. Bless you. It's almost like I have a film in my mouth.
Yep.
It doesn't taste quite as fermented as other wines that I've had in the past. It's not as strong of a, old juice smell and taste.
This is my new favorite segment. Two rednecks talk about wine.
Oh man! Look, if it, you can ask my buddy, or you go back and watch some of those Rate the Crate episodes we did. When I describe stuff, I have the weirdest descriptions. Like one time we ate something, and I was like, it tastes like something I would have pulled out of my grandmother's attic.
Nice.
You know that smell when you pull an old box out of an attic?
It's
That's what
mildew.
this candy tasted like.
Oh.
So your description is it's flat. There's not a lot going on. So when we put it in here, it's going to open up. So
Tastes like shit.
Yeah.
So right now it's not opened up at all. We're almost drinking like grape juice.
Grape juice that's been sitting out for a while.
All right.
In the sun.
So now we're going to do this. We're going to do a little bit because I don't want to drink that.
No, do the whole bottle.
So generally when you do
Spoonful
this,
of peanut
what
butter
you
before
want
you
to
leave.
do is have it spread out when you pour it. I'm not
Okay.
the best at this quite yet. Hit the side.
Okay. And now I guess that puts air into it, aerates it a little bit.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. So not too much.
No, is this true? This is the blood of Christ?
Yes.
Okay.
So like
Only if it's been blessed, I believe.
Oh. Well, y'all blessed me earlier when I sneezed.
Gesundheit.
The snot of Christ.
so like the more air.
The wad of... Never mind.
Let's keep that one back.
Never mind.
This is a kid's show.
The more air that hits it, the better. So when it spreads out, it can oxidize or whatever. And then they say that there's like people to decant wine, they'll take it and like put it in a blender and just blend that shit up, and it aerates it. So like you can take it.
Will that
and
make it
then,
less
like,
flat?
Make it like shit like that, and it'll speed the process up.
Okay.
But yeah, now we're just gonna let it sit. Generally, you just let it sit. You know, if you want to look fancy and shit, you like decant your wine. So
Next, I guess when I drink it later, I'll have to do my pinky up.
yeah.
We'll have to talk about industry the rest of this episode.
Your hair's all slicked back and you got a suit on.
We're fat cats is what we are.
Dude, the amount of people that got so dressed up for this comedy show tonight.
Were there a lot of Levi shirts like you wear? Did you wear yours? And do you have a napkin?
I can go get one. Oh, wait. No. I got one right here.
Perfect.
This cum rag.
Yeah. Taken away from my bus rags.
I'm
Don't
gonna
like
have to check that for lotion in a minute,
Yeah.
bro.
Hold on.
He's actually drinking the
We
lotion.
can go through my drawer. I ain't got nothing to hide in here. Let's see.
I thought you just had a big ass Lego last time. I had no idea. It was
No, it's a drawer, man. So let's see. There's 2 paper towels.
All right, he's got extra. Thank God.
There's a rolling machine.
That's illegal,
There's some
sir.
Delta 9 gummies.
Nice.
I got, just in case power goes out, I got LED strip lights that are battery operated.
That's nice.
Thing of Tums, some pipe cleaners.
You know you're a big guy when you keep Tums in all crevices of your house.
I got medicine for the dogs, some toenail clippers, a key, some business card, air conditioner.
I'm taking that
controls.
remote because that one will work for my TV and my daughter broke ours.
This one right here?
Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm not taking your remote, dude.
I've got, okay.
Why do you have so many?
So I
Look around. How many TVs are in this one room right now?
Well, why are you going to give me your only remote?
You know what? You're right. It's my only one. I can't part with it. Go look in that drawer right there. There's probably
okay.
6.
I think
Okay, let's time out real quick.
all right.
Why the fuck do you have 6 remotes?
Okay, look behind you for one.
Okay, there's some TVs. There's 3,
Okay.
4, 5.
Okay.
We're close to 6.
Well, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're all televisions. They HDMI, whatever. So let's see. There's one. Do I still have one on the back porch?
And then you
I
get all,
don't know.
and then you get all these speakers and
I
shit.
think there's 18 speakers in here, but I think I got one on the back porch. There's one in every bedroom. There's one in the living room. Do I still have one in the kitchen? I think I got one on the kitchen counter. There's TVs everywhere.
What
That's
kind of
why I got-
pillow is that?
Can you slide those cigarettes?
Yeah. It's one of those memory foam, whatever the heck's.
Let me get one of those, Nick.
Watch this. Look at it slide.
Well, now you got the technique. You don't want it to do bad in front of me. So you're like, if you toss and then it'll slide a little.
Do it how you want to, and we'll see what happens. Now, if you just throw it down like a,
Okay, you're right. Slide me over, Big Daddy.
Oh, look at him. I'm glad we had that on camera.
Yeah.
Good job, Nick.
Look at that. Look at that. I'm telling you, dude, he buffed this table out.
I'm really sorry I made you do that.
There was Minwax.
Like when I said it, I was like, why would I say that? He spent like a lot of time on this table.
There was Minwax over here. I don't know what happened to it, but he had some Minwax over here.
What is Minwax?
It's like what you buff cars out with and shit.
It's what you wax men with. Men wax.
That's what I was thinking, but I'm going to take off this hat, guys.
Is it called Minwax?
something like that. There's Turtle Wax, Men Wax. I think Men Wax was McGuire's. Did they make that?
Yeah.
This is so tight over my fat neck.
So I think we just found two possible segments that we could do on the podcast.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Rednecks and wine,
And will it slide?
and what's in
My drawer.
and then will it slide?
Okay. Yeah. No.
And now we got 3 different random things that we can fuck with.
Will it slide? Will it slide?
Make sure it slides into the decanter. I've been stuttering all night.
Is it
Bad?
because of your ailment, your sickness?
It could be that.
Because you're constipated too, right?
No, I've only been constipated one time in my life.
You know, for some reason, I believe that.
No, so check it. So
I
this
have
is a
no
good story.
trouble believing that.
We at work, I guess one of the guys was talking about being constipated. One of my bosses, and I was like,
That's fucking horrific, man. I'm sorry.
"Yeah,
wait.
wine's disgusting. Just wait, man.
There was a
Once the
reason.
air touches it, game changer."
But
man.
look,
like 10 people shit in my mouth right now.
it will be
we got
different.
2 right here. Let's see which is better.
It will be different.
So my boss was like, "I'm so constipated," and I was like, "I don't need to hear that." And I was like, "I've never been constipated." And he's like, "You're full of shit." And I was like, "I will call my."
Yeah.
He was one full of shit, and I go, "I will call my mother right now." And he was like, "Call her." And I was like, "Okay." So I called my mom. I was like, "Hey, Mom." She's like, "Hey, babe." I'm like, "Hey, have I ever been constipated?" She says, "Why are we talking about this?" You know, my mom's a sweet Italian lady. She's just like, "I'm trying to make this pasta."
The pasta.
The pasta. And anyway, she verified. She was like, "Yeah, you've never been constipated your whole life." And then about a year ago, I got constipated, and I was like, "This is horrible."
Hemorrhoids.
I got hemorrhoids, man.
Currently.
Yeah.
Damn.
Have you ever had a hemorrhoid?
Once. It was a nightmare.
He's a big guy, of course. You know what you need?
You
A bidet.
currently have hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable? Is that why you asked about the pillow? Do you want to sit on it? You can't.
No. No, it's not one of those like super uncomfortable ones. It's just the ones that make you feel like you hadn't wiped your ass in a year.
Yeah.
You know, like during the summer, you're like, I need a re-wipe.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, big guys know.
Yeah,
I don't know if
absolutely.
Nick, he cleans out one wipe.
It's a couple. It's dirty sometimes. So there was a time where I was out with some friends. This was probably 2 years ago, and it was late at night, and we were going to a restaurant. And in this particular restaurant, the bathroom just was rough, and so I was like, I'm gonna go across the street to this Barnes and Noble, and I'm gonna shit over there. And so it was a cleaner. Like they have cleaner restrooms.
Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
Trying to think where you were at the Mexican restaurant on Uri.
I don't want to say.
No, call them out with their nasty bathroom. El Patrio, they shut down.
Hey, man, I know the owner.
Did they?
He's a friend of mine.
They shut down.
Yeah, they moved to Bossier. They're in the old Trejos on airline.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Anyway, continue with your boo-boo.
So yeah, I dipped over to Barnes and Noble, and I didn't realize they closed at 9. I didn't really pay attention to the time. I just had to shit really bad, and so I go in there at like 8:50, and I go drop trowel, and I'm sitting there shitting, and I hear them like, "Hey, guys, we're closing the store up." And
Please make your final selection.
and your final droppings in our toilet. And so so that I was like rushing, and I've never in my life like rushed to take a shit. And I was like, oh fuck, like I've got to fucking do this now though. And so like I rushed it, and I didn't know the damage I had caused. And the next day I had a fucking hemorrhoid.
From pushing?
From pushing. And then I was like, this is terrible. This hurts really bad.
Did you
and
push
I
it
went
back in?
No, I went and got some cream the next day, and I put that cream on my ass. And at this time, no, I didn't wear underwear. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah,
So you had an oily ass?
yeah. So there was fucking
Oil stains?
You had my mesh shorts on.
ah.
Yeah, and Emily's like, "Hey,
Did you shit yourself?
We just lost all 2 viewers. We have lost them.
Sorry, Raphael. Sorry, Mary.
Yeah. My mom called me the other day, and she was like, tried listening to the podcast.
Oh, Mom.
And I go,
do that to yourself.
I go, Mom, why would you do that?
Yeah, why would you ever?
And she was like, it was okay. A lot of F words, which I told Nick about this. I was
Sorry,
like,
Mom.
we're idiots. And he was like, is it that bad? And I was like, it was noticeable how many F words we said. And then my mom was like, I was okay with the F words. I know you talk like that. But then you said the GD. And I was like,
the one.
Oh, Lord.
and that one will get my mom. And
Well, hey, Mom, you know what? We'll try to do better.
yeah, I'm trying
will
better
try
on
to
the
do
F
better.
words. I won't say GD on the podcast.
It was.
Can we say good Lord? Good Lord.
My wife gets so mad when I go, Jesus. She gets so upset about
I
it.
say Jesus a lot. Jesus, man.
I like that. I think my wife would still be upset.
Because she knows what you mean.
Yeah, she knows I'm trying
She
to
knows
say the
what you're
vein.
saying, mother. Anyway.
But so Mama,
It was when you were telling the bee story. I watched it because I was reviewing the play.
I edited it. I should have put a counter in.
And when you told
We
the
can go
bee story,
that
son,
bee made me mad.
that was the most.
Yeah, because we talked
I
about
had
that yesterday.
heard.
The bee had fucking kids and a fucking family, and he was a fucking good guy.
It just kept going.
Yeah,
The bee
Every
wasn't
other
Evan
word.
this and Evan that. I mean, we're all guilty of it.
I'm just so I say a lot because I'm there we go again. I'm a bit. I'm not going to say a word that'll get me canceled from nothing that I have going on right now, but. See, I'm trying not to say it, so I'm just going to stop talking. That'll be my filler.
Do you want to know how to? You know what will actually help you a lot?
Yes.
Edit these videos.
Oh.
I was talking to you about that. Editing these videos has taught me. Like I used to.
Right up on it. Oh,
you know,
breathe heavy.
Yeah,
in
breathe
it.
heavy into it. So now, whenever I kind of like I take note of my breathing.
Yeah.
I try to not. It happens. Because I smoke and I'm a big guy.
Is there anything worse than trying to hold your breathing? Like, oh, I'm breathing a lot. I'm breathing loud.
No, because there's a hot chick in the elevator and you're out of breath from walking to it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
out
been
of
there.
breath from pressing the button, and so you're trying not to breathe. And you're like, I'm breathing too hard, or sometimes I don't know if anybody else does this. Maybe I'm a bit touched with autism, but when my dog's next to me, I'll feel my dog breathing, and I'm gonna breathe like she does, and I'll try to follow. No, no, she's not that excited. This is bedtime. This is bedtime.
Running.
Yeah, no, she's chilling. She's like, and I'm like, okay, and then I'll breathe like that. I'm like, wait, I don't know how to breathe like this. Am I ridiculous right now?
You are being kind of ridiculous.
You don't ever follow someone's breathing. Let's say you get your kids. Your youngest is how old?
9.
9. So you're pretty far away from the baby age.
Well, but I remember it like it was yesterday.
Okay, so you know when a baby breathes, babies breathe hard because they don't have much lung, so they're not lunged out yet. So
Lunged out, baby.
so they're breathing. It's real, they're struggling. So I'm like, I don't know why, but I'll just be sitting there and I'm like, me too. And I'll be like, God, I can't get enough breath like this. It's
Do
my
you
baby.
do it consciously or is it subconsciously? You end up mimicking the breath.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
So I'll do that, but it's I'll unconsciously do it. If Atlas is laying on me, and then all of a sudden I'm like, well, I'm out of breath, and I'm breathing like the fucking dog right now.
Yeah. Well,
So,
he's also
I don't know what
bigger than
y'all
you.
are talking about. I've never just been out of breath because I was trying to breathe with somebody.
Oh, I was just kidding.
Oh shit.
I mean, this is. I'm looking at y'all like y'all put ice in your milk. You know what I mean? What are you talking about?
All right, so let me ask you this. What's your go-to to clean your teeth when you don't have dental floss or a pick around?
I saw the YMH the other day. And business card all the way.
Business card. Yeah, I thought
I got a stack of them right there.
I thought Christina was ridiculous on that end.
With the sock thing?
She pulls
Get the
strings
fuck
out of her
outta here.
sock to floss her. Yeah.
Look, at least it was the top of the sock. And
Yeah,
not the
she's
bottom
not,
of the
going
sock,
to the
it's not
toe part.
terrible. And I understand the theory behind it.
Yeah, it makes
it's
sense.
dental floss, but I mean,
No.
do I have dental floss in here?
I hope so.
What's in the box?
What's in the bowl?
What's in the bowl?
The bowl's got a bunch of shit in it.
I feel like you
too.
wanted to call that a bucket.
You know what this is?
It's a bowl.
It's a vinyl. It's an album that's pressed into.
Oh, that's cool. What album?
I don't know.
Johnny Cochran.
The Black Album.
No.
Jay-Z?
I don't know
No.
who the Black Album
For some
is.
reason, I thought I had dental floss.
I think Jay-Z's a black
Anybody need a
album.
glow light?
Is it broken yet?
No. You want to break it?
I used to swing them shits like
This is all.
nobody's business.
This is how weird I am. This is all emergency stuff. If the power goes out in here, I got light.
You want to...
Hold on, look.
So we all know Nick's a DJ, right?
Look.
Wait. Before we go on to the floss,
I mean, look.
I'm not a DJ either, you ass.
If you call Nick a DJ, he gets so upset.
Because I'm not a DJ. I don't fucking press a button. So I don't and haven't really ever flossed or picked my teeth. I just brush my shit. I've never had a
You
cavity.
go to the dentist?
I don't go to the dentist. I've never had a cavity.
If you don't go,
Did y'all
nothing's
see
wrong.
the pictures I posted
Emily checked.
in the episode?
No. Oh, your teeth when
Yeah.
they were fucking up? Yeah.
Oh, you posted them in the video?
Yeah, I posted them in the
I only got
video.
an hour through the actual video because me and Jordan were watching it while picking up the girls,
Okay.
and we kind of stopped halfway through.
This was...
So you put it in right at that time we were talking about the teeth?
Yeah, he put
'Cause I
pictures
found
up
it.
when we were talking about
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So this is like...
What
And-
happened, bro?
I hadn't been to the dentist in 18 years
Yeah.
at this
I
point
mean,
in time.
So is that just plaque buildup?
Yeah, so and I thought it was like I thought my teeth were gonna. I
You just thought this was life.
Yeah, kind of.
That's something you could take care of easy.
Well, and then I got them clean.
Hell yeah.
Actually, hold on. There you go. I got them cleaned.
I've never had that issue.
Yeah, because you don't go to the dentist.
Yeah, but look at my teeth.
They're horrible.
No,
Did you have braces?
No, they look great. Your gums look great too.
I just brush my shit, man.
Did you have braces as a kid?
No, I never had braces.
Dude, you got some beautiful chompers.
Thanks, dude. I do still have my wisdom teeth. I have one back here that has grown and crooked,
Yeah.
but I'm too scared to go get them pulled. I don't like people in my fucking mouth.
Oh man, I'm missing so many teeth. They're.
I have a buddy that just got all of his teeth removed. You okay?
Not Bert.
Oh,
Our age.
Yeah, I know. I got a friend of mine that he's our age or my age, 40.
Yeah.
Had to have all of his.
Yeah, this guy's. I'm not going to call him out like this, but he got dentures in, and so when he first showed up, he's like, "I got new teeth." I was like, "Let me see." And like,
I got new teeth. sorry to interrupt, but do y'all remember that the Bayou Billionaires?
No.
There was a TV show called Bayou Billionaires.
Yeah.
And it was people that made a shitload of money off the Haynesville Shale that lived in Frierson. If you're familiar with that gigantic mailbox off of I-49, that's the Bayou Billionaire people. And they had their own TV show on AMC called Bayou Billionaires. And that was one of the funniest things is one of the women, they're trailer park,
they're trash.
They're trash, and they got a shit ton of money. And this one woman, she looked like she'd done drugs a lot.
All over life.
And that was one of the things on that episode is she went, I got new teeth. And she's all, look at my new teeth. But she still sounded like, I got new teeth.
So excited.
And she was it was so funny to me.
So my buddy,
sorry, go ahead.
No, my buddy gets these dentures. And he's real embarrassed about his teeth because he hadn't had good teeth for a long time. So, when he smiled, he'd always, duck down a little bit or something like that so you couldn't see. Yeah, he does that kind of smile, which I don't have great teeth, but it is what it is. I got these big chompers, the Lucre teeth. Everyone in the Lucre family has these big two front teeth. Thanks, Dad. But
don't get mad at him. It's grandpa, and then grandpa's grandpa.
I never saw my grandpa's teeth.
Get mad at them.
I think he always had dentures. Anyway, so
can we go back and look at dental records
of me?
Of your family?
I don't think back in the 20s.
I want to do a deep dive on this.
Yeah.
I think this needs some exploring. This is a really good conversation.
Yeah.
Too. Sorry about that.
Anyway, so my boy's teeth. So tonight he goes, we go out to eat before we go. We go to that little taqueria over by my house. And he gets his burrito and he immediately tears it before taking a bite. And I was like, what are you doing? Is that how you eat a burrito? And he's like, I ain't got no bottom teeth right now.
Oh.
And I was like, what? And he's like, so I can't bite into it. I can't bite and tear. And I was like, no, I get that, but why don't you have your teeth? And he goes, I dropped them on the floor the other day.
Oh, no.
They all broke.
Oh, no.
So he's just rocking the top grill right now.
Oh, that
he's like, I went in there to get some more, but they're sizing me for my implants, so I'm just gonna wait on that. I was like, God, I feel so bad. So he's gumming on a burrito.
My dad doesn't have any teeth.
Tell him I said, what's up?
I mean, he is getting older. Who knows?
Alzheimer's kicking in. He don't know what's happening.
He never wore them as a kid. Like when I was a kid, I never.
I thought you said, I was like, damn, he didn't have them as a kid.
No, if I remember correctly, he got all of his teeth pulled when he was 14, 15 years old.
Damn,
Yeah,
man.
I got bad teeth that run in my family.
It's like Bert Kreischer. His whole family has bad teeth.
Yeah, well, mine are very fragile, I think is the Italian word.
It's
Yeah.
Italian. I feel like Nick did not get that reference.
He did.
I got it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Name that movie then.
Oh, I don't know the reference then. I thought we were just saying fragile. I know what you said.
Must be Italian.
Yeah.
No, it's from that movie, The Christmas Story, when he gets that
The lamp.
I almost said bowling because you remember he's like, maybe it's a bowling alley. Yeah. The fuck are you talking about?
That movie is blacked out in my head because on Christmas Eve, that's all the fucking played, and so
24
I watched
Hours of a
it all the
Christmas
time.
Story.
And so
That was my favorite shit.
I just
Really?
my memory.
Everybody knew to leave me alone on Christmas Eve because I was watching it. I watched that shit 50 times.
Have you ever been on eBay and looked at the crazy stuff people are buying? One time, I don't know why, but I just typed in poop. There were some poop stained whitey tighties going for $4,000.
I can do that all day.
Active bits.
Actually, I got a
was
bidet.
it?
I can't do that anymore.
Well, they're.
Was it like a special poop stain from a special person?
I don't think there's such a thing as a special poop
It was
stain.
David Hasselhoff's poop
Maybe,
stain.
but it was going for. And these were active bids.
Like if it was Pam Anderson shit stain.
I'm still not actively bidding on it. at all.
And they're whitey
I don't think I
tighties.
would, but I feel like there's a draw.
There was a key
clearly-
word just now. He said, "I don't think
I don't think I
would."
would. And then,
Sometimes you get a little twisted. And you're like, maybe I like this.
Nah, I don't want. I don't fuck with like the shit stuff, like the shit on your chest type stuff, and like pissing on people. And
did
shit
y'all
like
ever
that.
listen to the Notorious B.I.G.?
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that he's having a conversation and he's like, "Yeah, I was with that freaky chick and she was like, this girl wanted me to squat down over her and shit on her chest."
Dude, it's like the guy that
I don't remember this. This is in the lyric.
It's
like a conversation,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know how they do those things like in between songs,
Interludes,
So it's
yeah.
like him and P Diddy or somebody talking.
Oh,
and he's
okay.
like, "She wanted me to shit on her chest." So after I shits on the bitch, you know what I mean?
Dude, that was one of my least favorite thing in 90s rap. Like, there was always interludes. Like, nothing makes me more frustrated than an interlude at the beginning of a song.
Like the voicemail message that they used to do on a bunch
Yeah.
of beep.
So bad.
"Hey, this is Cassandra."
Was that a Twista reference?
Probably.
I think
yeah.
that was Twista. That was on his album,
Oh, man.
Adrenaline Rush.
Dude, speaking of Adrenaline Rush, that's one of the songs that I've always wanted to make a parody song of.
Good luck. How you going to do it that fast?
Give them a courtesy flush. Doo, 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 doo. And you just rap about eating McDonald's or Taco Bell, you know what I mean?
Weird Johnny Yankovic over here.
Dude, yeah.
Did you see Airline taking all those hoodies the other day? They confiscated that first post was like 150 hoodies from students. It was that day. It was in the 20s. This past week, I guess that was Wednesday.
They're not uniforms.
They are in uniforms, but due to the weather,
You can wear whatever on top.
no, you're not allowed to. But due to the weather, if that's my kid's thickest jacket, guess what? That's what she's wearing. Apparently, it had been an issue for a while, and they've been telling students like, "Hey, you just can't wear whatever you want." They're not allowed to have hoodies, which is absurd to me. Like,
Absolutely.
wait, I can't have something to cover up my ears? Like, well, you can wear a beanie. It's like, well, I don't have a beanie. Not everybody has money for a beanie. I know a beanie's cheaper than a hoodie, but if you can get 2 in 1, that's what we're buying, baby, kind of thing. So, but they went and took everybody's hoodies that day that had a hoodie.
But you know what happens whenever something like that, like you're in uniform and you get to do something extra at school. You're going to have people like us that are going to come with the snowman hoodie, with
Yes.
the whatever that you're really not supposed to wear, some drug reference or
Was that
whatever.
a Yeezy reference? Or not Yeezy, Jeezy.
Jeezy,
Jeezy
baby.
the Snowman.
Yeah. So, like, I'm sure that's why that happened, which it still sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're an Under Armour family. That's what the hoodies are, right?
What did Under Armour do that made everybody mad?
Was it the Wounded Warrior project?
Did you hear about Wounded Warrior?
What?
Are you a big supporter?
No. I mean, I buy Under Armour stuff.
Yeah. So,
But I was telling him last night why. Under Armour saved my life.
we'll get to that after this because I want to hear that. Under Armour only donates 1%
Yeah.
of their proceeds
Yeah.
to actual soldiers.
Those donation things are so stupid to me. Like Tom's, that whole fiasco. Everybody that says that they supporting a cause or whatever. You remember that? The Toms?
Yeah, Tom's got caught not giving shoes away.
Yeah.
Like that was their whole thing: buy a pair, give a pair.
Right.
And they just I think everyone starts out with good intentions. Me and Nick have talked about this before. He was like, if I ran for mayor, I wouldn't be corrupt. And I go, because you hadn't seen the money yet.
Yeah, and that's what. Yeah, I've talked about running for mayor, and you don't know. And that's what I've always said is I don't know if I'd ever be corrupt because I don't know what they're going to offer me. I don't know what my level of corruption is until it's offered to me.
I've been poor forever.
I have an interesting story.
Yeah.
All right, okay. You know what my favorite thing to do to people is now? When people tell like a long-winded story or they tell you something.
Cool story, bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've been hitting people with the, okay. And then turning, and it makes you feel like such an idiot. I'll do it later before you realize it. Did I do this to you already?
Oh,
Yeah, you
I don't
do it to
tell
me all the
uninteresting
time.
stories. I am the
made me
most
giggle.
interesting
Wait.
man in the world.
So I just told a story, and now we're talking about uninteresting stories.
Oh, yeah. I told you as you were doing that story it was bad because you told us nothing. You're like,
But
all
are
right.
your headphones not on? Did you not hear the story you just told?
He was like,
It wasn't good.
okay, so.
Well, no, you were. You could tell
You were
trying
alluding
to step
so
over.
far away.
You were trying to step over everything that you were like. I can't say that.
So you
Hold
were,
on, let me say this.
You're like, okay, let's just put it like this. If this guy wanted to run for Planet of the Apes, but he didn't have the bananas, but we gave them to him illegally,
the peels would be slippery.
and it was bad.
And then he could have got like a DUI.
Okay, someone needs to do. You had to sauce someone up so they could drive.
Yeah.
But if you're mayor and you get a DUI, it doesn't matter.
Clearly,
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. But you didn't get voted back in because you did nothing for the city. Fuck you, Perkins. Lawrence.
All right.
I was going to say yes, Cedric Glover. Oh,
Do you remember that? So this is my favorite thing about Cedric Glover. We all remember Cedric Glover and how big he was, correct?
Mm-hmm.
There was a billboard.
I got a funny story about that.
There was a billboard on
Hopefully it's better than mine.
on Stoner Avenue, and it was a big picture of Cedric Glover. Someone climbed up there and spray painted actual size. And it was the best graffiti I've ever seen in my life. Like, I was like, God, why couldn't I have thought of that? Like, this dude is a killer at graffiti. Like,
Oh, that's great.
it was like one of those a huge one. It's like the ones you see with Gordon McKernan.
I never saw that.
So good. Y'all seen Gordon McKernan's new billboards with the milk mustache?
I haven't seen those either.
It just says "Got Gordon," and he just has a milk mustache.
Yes, I have seen that. Yeah.
What are we doing, G?
You know, that's a whole that's like an advertising firm that does all that for them. Because if you go to Jackson, Mississippi, there's another lawyer that has all
Really?
the exact
The
same
same
shit,
stuff?
the exact same shit. When I used to do phone work, and we were working in Jackson, Mississippi, and it's one call. That's all. You know, to Jerry Davis, and it's
Oh,
like,
really?
oh, okay, same yellow background, same whatever.
I like the one of
All
him
of it's the
standing
same.
on the big truck. That's a 3D cutout.
Yeah, big
Hell yeah.
Big Rig Rick. There was a comic that had the McKernan, the Gordon McKernan, Shernan. She had a bit that did something like that, making fun of his name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, but all right. So my SETI G.
You
story,
did the okay thing.
Yeah.
You asshole.
It didn't bother me. Did it bother you?
I like the way you
It
said
bothers
me.
me.
Oh man, get over that.
Nick's very sensitive.
I've been married for 14 years. There's not a lot
My
that
wife
bothers me.
I'm not
Yeah.
very sensitive.
Especially when it comes to comedy. Because
Mr. Sensitive over here.
Oh, we got another one. Don't be
I'm not sensitive.
I hope not.
Okay, he's
We'll
sensitive
find
about his
out.
call.
Jesus Christ. No, but so my wife and I went to D.C. for a restaurant association thing. 'Cause
January 3rd?
My wife used we
I
were up
fucked
there on
up
the
the
5th.
date.
We were up there on the 5th. We left.
We left before it started.
Yeah. So what was it? There was somebody that was talking about that their flight was delayed. They didn't get there till the 7th. So, but no, we went up to D.C. and we were doing a restaurant association thing up there.
Yeah.
And I was talking to some guys and they were like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "We're from Shreveport, Louisiana." And they said, "Oh, SETI G." And they went and patted their belly. I was in Washington, D.C.
And they knew.
And someone was making fun of that man.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, we used to do the Independence Bowl announcement parties.
Yeah.
And my wife worked at Monjuni's.
Yeah.
So I would go up there and I'd serve pasta salad and mini meatballs.
Their pasta salad's so good.
And that motherfucker would come by. These meatballs are, these meatballs.
Did you do the
are
little
pretty good."
meh?
Almost, you know what I mean? But I'd hook him up.
Don't mind if I do.
I'd hook him up and I really like these. These are really good. Y'all don't sell them on their everyday menu, though, do you?
Your impression of him is good.
Oh, SETI
never-
G.
I've never heard him talk, but I imagine that's spot on.
I got to get my knees replaced. I couldn't get it out of my Suburban.
Did he have a Suburban?
There was controversy about this.
It was bulletproof, wasn't it? Didn't he get
I
like?
think it
wrapped in,
just
like,
had
bulletproof or
upgraded
some shit?
suspension.
That bitch squeaked.
Man, I'm having a hard time keeping up. With this.
That's why I just
it's
put it
messing
on,
me up.
That's why I just put it on the screens because you end up like you don't interact,
yeah.
and that's why I say
All you do is tell shitty stories with no
Yeah, you go,
context.
I told the worst story.
and it's because you were trying to remember which key to press.
He's like, I got to be discreet. Oh my God, get it together, Bubba.
It's official. I'm gonna save up and get wireless headphones.
No, you ain't got to do that.
Because that shit's expensive.
So check this. Oh, you ran over your jacket. Is that your nice one?
Oh man, my cat pees over there too, man. That sucks.
Nothing makes Nick grossed out more than cat piss.
No, you see the litter box over there. What you need?
Cigarette.
Hey, why can't Gumbo come chill?
You want me to let them in?
I would love to.
They're
chill
gonna
with
annoy
Gumbo.
you.
Are they gonna be like up in our shit?
Yes.
Like heavy?
I mean, until I tell them, hey, back the fuck off and show them that water bottle.
Before we do that, let's do this wine.
The wine.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do the
I'm
wine.
gonna leave that since I got the headphones off. I'm gonna leave them off.
I'll tell the water bottle story or the ketchup bottle story. So you notice how when you showed Pete that he like, all right,
My bad.
sorry about that.
Bye.
So
Your kids are gonna drink that wine.
I drank all of it. He didn't even drink it. I drank my whole cup. Sensitive motherfucker. Anyway, so
Little sensitive mouth
yeah,
having that.
Jesus. So my dog barks.
Yeah.
You hear Pete, he barks, and he's always been a barker.
Yeah.
And I used to keep a yellow mustard and a red ketchup bottle,
Yeah.
like diner style,
Yeah.
in the refrigerator back there,
With
full of water. And I use them whenever I barbecued to knock down flare ups.
Yeah.
Pete would be back there barking, and I'd take one of them water bottles and just fill his ass up with water. Shut the fuck up, squirt him with it. Well, it got to the point where if I just showed him the bottle, he was like, nope, and he'd stop whatever he was doing.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever, he'd be taking a shit and I'd wiggle it and he'd
cut and wipe.
Gone. So my neighbor said something to me one day, and he was like, "Man, your dog's a barking motherfucker, man." And I've got those things out that are supposed to keep dogs from barking, do not work.
Yeah.
I had a shot collar.
And I was about to say shotgun. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I had a shot collar that if you didn't keep it charged, obviously it didn't work. So there'd be times where Pete would bark, and I'd light his ass up.
Yeah.
Well, the ketchup bottle didn't need to be charged. I told my neighbor one day, I was like, "Look, here, just show this to him, and he'll shut the fuck up." And he was like, "Bullshit." And I was like, "I promise."
Yeah.
And then Pete would bark, and you show it to him. He back off like you were about to hit him with something.
Yeah.
And it was so funny to him that a couple days later, my neighbor was like, "Dude, that ketchup bottle trick with your dog is hilarious." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, Todd showed me. The dog wouldn't shut the hell up. Showed him the ketchup bottle. He thought he kicked him in the head." And that dog's afraid of the ketchup bottle.
I hope that wine tastes 100 times worse.
It's different.
Ooh, that's not a good answer.
Let me be the judge of that.
So I don't like this one. I'm not gonna lie. It didn't.
Oh, we should have used the Merlot over there.
You'll taste the change. I think
Does not smell any different from the word go.
it's a bit more rough around the edges now.
So now it's worse.
No.
Yes, because Nick likes.
This motherfucker. I'm glad you're not in sales. Are you in? You are in sales.
I am in
Holy
sales.
shit!
I don't sell wine though.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right. Are you about to sneeze again?
Until you said that, yes.
I'm about to sneeze again. Sneeze again.
Is that a song?
Yeah. Oh shit!
A song about cocaine?
Breathe again.
Oh.
Breathe again. It's an old song. Breathe again.
I don't know that one. So check it. So my dogs.
Hold on.
Yeah. Let's see.
Is it worse?
How does it get worse?
So, but what's different? Just so we can.
Okay, so it's not as flat. It
Yep.
doesn't have that same skim over. Still tastes terrible.
It opened up.
It definitely changed the flavor of it. It's not as heavy as it was. Man, it tastes like I'm drinking a dirty dish. An old juice cup from my kid that's left in his bedroom for a month.
I like it, but it's not my favorite. And this is I've never even tried this one. This is a new one that we just got.
And you're not a fan of it either?
No.
This man was like, "I'll bring you some good wine." I've never had it.
Well,
though.
I was gonna do the I was gonna do the Shadow to Pop, and so I was like, "Oh, we have a Brunello. This is a new Brunello we got."
He's like,
Let's
"Man, I
give it a
really
shot."
like that Shadow." My wife, I'm not taking that shit. This
like
dude's
giving
gonna
him my
shit
good
all
shit.
over it anyway.
He stopped at Albertsons and checked the clearance rack.
Man, look,
You can't find this shit.
when me and my wife first got together, she asked me one night. She was like, "Stop and get me a bottle of wine." And I was like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, I'll get you some wine, baby.
Got her. Well, I mean, she let me in all the time, so I didn't need to liquor her up. You know what I mean? So I stopped and got her a bottle of wine. I have no idea what to get.
Yeah.
So I base it on price. I'm like, shit, 33 bottles, $33, you got it.
Yeah.
So I take her this wine, and she's like, thanks.
Ooh,
and I'm like,
cooking wine.
What? And she was like, no, it's thanks. And she, tried to drink it, bless her heart. She was like, "This is next time you go, get me a $4 bottle of Barefoot."
Yes.
And I was like, "Yeah, or get me a box, $12,
It's
4 bottles
weird.
of wine in it."
Cigars are like that too. Like a lot of people think you have to go buy like $100 cigar. How much was that cigar? Like $12 you bought me last week?
26.
No, it wasn't.
26.
The Cuba?
Yeah.
That alone was 26?
Yeah.
Damn.
Where did you go?
To the tobacco place. Maybe mine was 26. I don't know. One of them was 26.
Yours was 26.
The
Mine's
Cougar's like $12.
Yeah,
it
maybe,
definitely
top
wasn't
it.
12. I think it was like 15 or. One of them was 15 or.
Get the receipt out.
I don't have the receipt, so
Tax purposes.
my accountant
baby.
has it.
Did you get two?
You know
of
what?
them?
This one right here may have been the expensive one. Now that I'm looking at it.
Is that a smaller acid? That's a blondie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You like these?
Yeah.
You want?
No, I'll smoke it next time. I taste
no,
like
I'm
cigars
about
for
to-
3 days. You
Oh, did
smoke
you?
it.
I'm
You
about-
smoke it.
I'm not gonna. I'm drinking wine. I don't think I should mix. Right?
Hey, so
Yeah.
before okay,
That'll-
so like
that will get that shit taste out of your mouth.
Do two different things. All right. So on the next sip that you take,
Ash in it. First. And then it'll get a
Dip
real
my
smoky
dick,
taste.
Dip my dick in it so it's got flavor.
Trim your
so
pubes
on the
on
next
top.
sip that you take, try not to take in air. Just bring it into your mouth. Don't take in air as you drink it. Just pour it into your mouth, and now just drink it. Yeah, just swallow it. All right.
It's like my
Okay,
first time
so
having
now-
sex.
So now do it
Way faster.
And now pull in air. So no, not before. As you drink it. So you're about to drink it.
Starts panting.
So you're about to drink it, and as you go,
Slurp it.
So I swallow it. I don't take a sip of it. I
You
swallow it.
slurp it.
pull in air as you.
God, that's the worst noise I've ever heard.
That's
in my
even
life.
worse. Oh my God, it's in my nose.
What's up, Pete?
Pete, I'm gonna have to eat some of your shit to get this flavor out of my mouth.
But did it change when you took a sip with no air and with air?
Yes, it
Pete's
did.
gonna
It's
hate
different.
me. He's like,
Did you
"Dude,
squirt him?
No,
Oh, you just showed it to
I would
him?
never squirt him, dude. Pete's a good boy.
Man, I might have to. I haven't had a Coke since last Sunday.
Really?
Wash your
I think I'm
mouth
about to
out.
have to drink a Coke.
Get you
So
a Coke, Bubba.
here's the thing.
My
though.
stomach is flipping right now with that.
Yeah, don't drink it anymore.
Well, no, I'm gonna finish it because I'm a
No, fuck
gangster.
that. Don't do that. Here's the thing.
He's not
though.
sensitive.
This is
I
what
ain't no bitch.
This is what's interesting, all right, about damn son. This is what's interesting about wine is that you notice straight from the bottle it's different. When it sits here, it's different. When you pull in air and you drink it or you don't, it's different. So there's a wine that this is not good. Whatever this is not good.
It must be German for you.
But there's a wine out there, and I'm going to be determined to find it through the lifespan of this podcast.
That is the most wine that I've ever drank.
So
Like
You
I
said the
usually like take
lifespan
a
of the
sip of it and I'm
pod?
like, fuck this.
So
Yeah.
the lifespan of the pod.
yeah,
So what? A couple more weeks, you'll have him on a while.
yeah. No, I'm going to find you something
He keeps
because
telling stories like that.
that was an atrocious story.
We're about to kick Nick off. He's all in.
That'll be the 1 minute that I pull for the thing to put.
I'm telling you what, Nick is the only person that can convince me to come do stuff when I don't want to do stuff.
Did you not want to come tonight?
Oh, I'm so tired. I'm sick and tired, but I'm glad I'm here. See, that's the thing. Like, you ever like not
You
want
have
to do
to
something?
pull him out.
Once I'm out, I'm like, I'm glad I came. But
I'm
Aren't you
glad I
always
came.
glad that you come?
Nice, sorry.
No.
I didn't mean to step on your joke. My bad.
so,
Brother.
so check it.
That's you.
Where you
take
at on
care of it.
boogers?
I don't like. Okay, so I could pull snot out of your nose and wipe it on my pants. I can't do it with my own.
Oh.
I could do it with anybody else's. It doesn't bother me. My kid's not a problem. I hate when I see somebody eat a booger. I got a
Yeah, I
booger eating
think-
motherfucker in my house right now, and
Do you kill him every day?
oh man, I'm like, hey, because he knows, and he's like, hey, Dad, look at this,
Oh.
and I'm like, oh my god, and oh my god,
Why?
but yeah,
Do you got to throw up?
No.
you good?
Yeah, I'm
All
fine.
right.
I got a good booger story that's disgusting. I think I told you this.
I will pull a booger out of my nose,
We
and
gotta stop.
I will fucking play with it for an hour. I'll get it into a ball. I bet there's one on this table. No, I'm kidding.
Oh wait, no, it was in the cigarettes.
I put them in the tips. No, but
It's in the decanter now.
I'll walk into my daughter's room and be like, hey, you want this booger? And she's like, no. And I'll walk into my son's room. Hey,
Why,
You want this
why
booger?
are people playing with bodily things?
my what?
You don't play
Love
with
you.
your semen?
Hold on. Love you, baby. I can't say that.
Don't
I'm not-
say it. Yeah, we'll talk about that after.
So my brother was a flicker. So I've got a bit about this. There's 4 kind of people in this world, and it's based upon their boogers. There's the picker and flicker. There's the player, which is what I am.
That's
There-
disgusting.
There's the wiper. They'll wipe it on anything.
That's
You know,
disgusting.
side of your fucking bed, side of your chair, whatever. Yeah. And then there's the nasty one that eats them.
I'm 3 out of 4.
Well,
Yeah,
who's the fucking guy who is
Normal?
not an animal?
That guy doesn't exist.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
prime
me.
minister or something.
Yeah, maybe of Norway.
So, you know Joe List, right? The comedian. I told you this story and it made Nick gag. So we're going to say it again.
Why do we gotta?
So he's sitting there
I drank wine. We can do this.
on this. Yeah, you made him drink shit water, fermented ass juice. So
My hands are sweaty. Right? I wish you could, because I know what you're about to do, bro.
you know the story.
Yes, and I'm
So
sweating.
he's sitting on the
That
subway
sucks. That's funny.
and he sees this guy picking his boogers and collecting them. You can still hear my voice. It's not as close.
It's not in my fucking ear.
So he's collecting them on his pants, then proceeds to pick them all up and put them in like a dip. His eyes are watering.
That's rough, man.
That's bad.
That's rough.
You should put a trigger warning on that part of the clip.
No, that's rough.
When-
But again, that shit does not bother me.
When he
I
was
can-
telling that story, I was literally like,
I can watch people puke. I mean, there was a girl, she puked on my feet. I was wearing open-toed sandals. So like she came over, she was trying to hang, and we were professionals, and we were partying, we were drinking, we were eating ecstasy, you know, like we were partying. And she came over and tried to hang, and she was like, "Hey, I think I'm going to go home. Will you walk me out?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, I know what this means. Let's go." And we make it to the end of the driveway, and she's like, "You know, I really," and she throws up, and it goes down my shins. It's all over my feet, and I do the okay and walk. I just look at her, turn around and walk off.
And that's where you're like, I just found my new fetish.
Yeah, I'm into that now. You know, so but
that unlocks something weird.
that shit was so. I mean, and it was like I can still remember how warm it was between my toes.
Are you so worried about the mic being close enough? You've adjusted it 1,000 times.
I just try to adjust it. I don't know why. I'm just adjusting it.
I'd say eventually.
He's fidgeting is what it is. We're talking about boogers.
Yeah, man. Y'all talking about some.
I think eventually
shit,
we can make this like Mark and Joe's podcast and just have recliners and we all just sit in like a sitting chair.
That'd be amazing.
Like get some chairs like at the cigar shop.
Hell yeah.
So my table's that bad. You want to get rid of it?
Will it hold me and my wife? We're both hefty. Sorry, babe.
Of course it would.
I think so.
Hell yeah. I love your table. I do like the table. It's just not very good for sliding.
Dude, he fixed it. He waxed this bitch.
I can't believe I got that into your heart about it. Or were you just like, this is a new bit?
Chris.
I'm going to wax it for him. He wants it to slide.
Chris, he didn't wax it.
Nuh-uh.
No. I did not.
Why am I so stupid? You kill puppies and wax tables.
Yeah.
That's what you get for stir
All
fry,
day,
cocksucker.
baby.
This is a shitty table I've ever been at.
You just got a limp wrist, motherfucker.
All right, guys. I got to go to bed. I'm tired. I got to wake up with the kids in the
Are
morning.
we going to call this something?
Don't take this serious.
I don't think that we have
There's
We have
nothing.
not.
a name yet. We haven't figured it out. I do like the idea of like what's in your box.
That's a good.
Does something.
Porn title.
Yeah. Damn it, he got
I
it
don't
out
know
before
what the
me.
title is, but like the different things in it, like it'd be funny. Like what's in your box, what slides on the table. I think that we could just.
Well, I told Nick one the other day that I thought was good. So me and the guys, some of the guys from work were talking about the podcast, and like, that's cool, man. And I was like, y'all can come on. Like, you literally don't have to be anyone. Like, I'm nobody. No one on this is anybody, and everyone has their own unique thing they can talk about. So it's fun. And like one of our guys, he owns a car club in town,
Nice.
a classic car club. He can come in and talk about that.
Yeah. Does he? Do they have like the Ferraris or?
No, they're old.
I bet he
schools.
knows my old boss because my old boss is big into Mopar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
He
he-
runs L.A. Classics. Louisiana
I couldn't
Classics.
tell you what Marcus was into.
But he could come talk about just his, and I was telling him all that, but he was like, what would you call our podcast? Just the three of me, him, and another guy. And I was like, Dirty Laundry Boys, because we pick up dirty laundry for a living.
Yeah.
We all work together. And they were like, we just call it Dirty Laundry, which is a badass name. And I had said Degenerosity, kind of like Idiocracy. And I think that's a badass name for a podcast.
Generosity.
It's just a bunch of degenerates talking.
I like it.
I like your Dirty Laundry too because
Dirty
the
Laundry's
theme song's already there too. That I get my what is it? It's called Dirty Laundry. As
That was
a matter of fact.
about as
Yeah.
good as Nick's story, the way you described that.
Dirty
You know that
Laundry's
song?
another
It's
song.
called
Yes.
Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, it's actually called Dirty Laundry. Now that I'm thinking about it.
But we got a theme song already.
Well, oh, do we?
No, we don't, but we will. Nick
What
has
the fuck? Why are you? I mean, you're jerking me off, not making me come. Man, quit edging me.
Edging's my least favorite thing because my medication doesn't allow me to come sometimes. My whole life is edging.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. That's the podcast name. I think every podcast we end with going, okay. Just once the story gets real shitty, we're
So
okay.
we just have
Okay.
to. I think what we have to do personally is we just got to keep doing it. We'll end up finding where we tend to lead in topic, and then we'll.
We have drifted all over on this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this one's
We've-
been a lot.
I
I'm
think,
tired.
and I was about to say, I think it attributes a lot to the fact that it's late. You and I have been hanging out and talking for 4 hours before he got here, so we're kind of talked out.
I love how you defended me earlier when Nick was like, because we're waiting on your ass, and he was like, well, he did have plans prior.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not his fault. He
yeah,
had some
no.
shit going on.
I honestly,
plans, bro.
whenever he called you, I honestly thought you were going to be like, I didn't realize we were doing this tonight.
Oh,
'Cause
no, I
at
knew.
one point in time, it was, hey, we're not doing it. And then it was 50-50.
Yeah.
And then it was, I'm going to get my stir fry and come by. And then now we're here waiting on you.
I got to get you some dollar store wine and stir fry.
The Stir Fried podcast.
How much was that bottle of? I don't mind calling it
Here,
the stir fry.
I'll take my headphones off so I don't hear.
I don't mind the stir fry.
The
It's too close to the crab feast, though.
I don't know that one. What were you gonna ask me? How much is what?
That bottle of wine.
Yeah, how much was that bottle of wine?
I don't know.
You don't remember? Must be nice.
So we get it from that's the stuff that we get from Gary Vaynerchuk.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Name dropping.
Watch out for all those fucking name drops.
Wine text. Wine.
I fucked that up. You're supposed to say, well, watch your toes, man. All those fucking name drops. It's my favorite thing ever to say. Hey, you want a good? It's a good answer when you want to look like a complete asshole to somebody when they ask you for change for a 20. You look at them and go, "That is change," and it makes them feel like shit, and it's so fun.
I've never heard that.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or when someone's like, "Hey, what kind of shirt is that?" Expensive. Just so you sound like such a pompous ass.
That makes you, yes, definitely.
It's so fucking good. What kind of shirt is that?
I
Expensive.
delivered food to a woman one time that handed me a $20 bill, and it was $19.81. And she was like, "I'm going to need my change."
She told you she needed change?
Yeah.
Be like, the change we need in America is you tipping motherfuckers.
I had to drive to a store.
To go get her change?
Yes. And I told her, I was like, I have no, like, I'm not even supposed to be running deliveries today.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just, we're overwhelmed.
We had to go for coins.
And I had to go for 19 cents. Yeah.
We know what kind of person this was.
Yeah, so does she.
Yeah, you said the word a bunch.
Pretty sure I told her.
Chris. Your head is in the wrong place.
What were you thinking? I was just going off your racial slurs earlier.
Yeah.
Karen. Cunt.
Oh, that's not what you were saying earlier.
Was it Shuck Karen? All right, cut this last 3 minutes out. Let's go. All right, good boys. I got to go to bed.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, shit.
Was it Shook Aaron?
So, one of my good jokes has been